Hey guys, what's up? So let's just talk about the Power Rangers movie, right? So when I heard that the Power Rangers was actually getting like a reboot slash movie now, I was kind of worried about it. I thought it was just gonna be a like half-assed done movie just so they could make money because it's like nostalgia year for 2017 pretty much. Oh man, but I was wrong about this movie. It's surprisingly really good. So it's pretty much based off of the old school ones, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show. So that one was back in like 93. I was like 4 or 5, but those were the reruns that I used to watch when I was growing up with my cousins and all that stuff, was the old school ones. So I didn't know anything about Turbo, the ones in space, and all this other stuff that they came out with. Pretty much the plot of the movie is 5 teenagers get superpowers and they get chosen to be the Power Rangers, which they have to defend their like little city from Rita, which the movie takes a darker tone to it, just like how any other movie or reboot is doing. But this one reminded me of Chronicle. If you guys haven't seen Chronicle, it's really good. It's one of my favorite movies. But the director directed Project Almanac, which had the same feel of it. It was, yeah, it just felt like one of those movies that was grounded in reality more than any like Captain America or anything like that. But yeah, I think him directing Project Almanac was probably the perfect stepping stone for him to do the Power Rangers movie. What I think, honestly, the movie was good, cool, Project Almanac, but yeah, the movie's acting in this was surprisingly really good. They legitimately could have just half-assed this acting and just been like, hey guys, cool, whatever, let's just go do went no, they legitimately went 110% into this movie. Even the cheesy one-liners, the actors can pull it off. You're just like, that would have been really cheesy if you did not pull it off, but somehow they pull it off. But yeah, out of like all the actors, Billy, Jason, Kimberly, and Rita are probably the standout people in this movie. Like, don't get me wrong, everybody else in the movie was great, awesome, but what I remember mostly are those 4 characters. If it wasn't for Billy the Blue Ranger, he was legitimately the heart of the movie. Yeah, they had the Red Ranger, but yeah, no, Billy was the main person in this movie that made it work. Without the writers writing him like they did in this movie, I don't think, probably I wouldn't have liked it as much, because yeah, you feel a lot for each individual Ranger, but Billy's just, yeah, wow. Elizabeth Banks as Rita. When she first came out, I was like, alright, cool, Elizabeth Banks, I like her. But oh my god, she was perfect, crazy for this role. Did some story stuff, which I'm not going to get into because it might be some spoilerish. They legitimately took her more into a horror route. But when she first shows up, I honestly think the kids are probably going to get scared of her because they took her into a whole different route, into like more of a horror route. If they made her like as a horror movie, I probably would go see it. I'm not gonna lie, it would be a cool idea. Yeah, if you're wondering if like the cheesy one-liners, the music and soundtrack and all that stuff is still in there from like what basically Power Rangers was, yes, they're still in there. The 90s theme song is in the movie at like the most perfect time. If you're probably like a big Power Rangers fan, you'll probably get like the biggest smile. The whole crowd in the theater was like, yes. And my dad legitimately like nudged me. He was like, hey, they did the song. I was like, yeah, they did. I kind of teared up a little. I was like, yes. You won't get a remix of the song. You'll get the original 90s song. They just grabbed it, put it in the movie, and they're like, there you go. It fits perfectly in that scene. Go for it. But yeah, let's talk about the suits. The suits. I did not like them when they first showed the pictures of them. I was like, they look too robotic. But in the movie, they work perfect. I like them now in the movie. But yeah. I know it seems like I'm praising this movie, which it is a good movie, but there is some stuff that probably could have done better or added more to it. Because the first 2 acts of this movie, it's just story, which was my favorite part. It was just story, story, story. You actually get to feel for the characters of what they're going through. And towards the 3rd act, that's when you get the whole Power Rangers action scene and all that stuff, which I think the people that just want to go see just an action one, you'll get at the last 30 minutes, but it's like a non-stop action 30 minutes. I think that's what people are going to be complaining about, that it's boring, which sucks because I didn't find it boring. The pacing in this movie was so quick where I was like not even like, oh, I'm bored. Like King Kong, I was kind of bored in. This one I was just like glued in watching it. There's just little stuff in the movie that could have been worked out. The soundtrack was good, I liked it, but the one song I did not like was the Kanye West song in it. I like Kanye, but it just didn't fit in the song. You'll see it if you watch the movie. But yeah, overall, really good movie. 2017, you are for the best like movie season that I've been like actually paying attention to. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say about the Power Rangers because I don't want to go into spoilers. But if you guys go see it, just let me know. Make sure you stay at the mid-credit scene because there is some little heads up for the sequels and all this other stuff. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.